Hey, what's up guys? So this is our home mailbox and it sucks, let's be honest. It just looks terrible and it even just is junk. So I'm gonna spend as little time and money as possible and turn it into this amazing new modern mailbox. So check it out on this episode of Field Treasure Designs. All right, let's get going. Well, first of all, my camera what is the deal with my lens? So the sun is like coming into the camera and it was so bright I didn't catch it. So bear with this first shot, but basically I'm just starting off the project by taking off the old mailbox. Then we painted the entire post and support black. After that, you guessed it, we painted the old mailbox black. This was way cheaper than buying a new mailbox and it has a little bit of character, so that's awesome. While the paint dried, I turned my attention to making the new modern mailbox style. So I am making 6 different sized boxes that I'm going to anchor to the post. This is going to be pretty cool. So I bought the cheapest cedar fence pickets that I could at the big box store and brought them back. Now I'm cutting them each to the right length to build these boxes. Next, I'm cutting the sides for the side parts of each box. So these are going to be a smaller cut. By the way, I've got plans for these boxes in case you want to build your own or use them to modify your own measurements. Then I took the longer pieces to my table saw to rip them down to the right height. Then I'm cutting down the other sides on my miter saw so that they're all the same dimension. Next, I want each box to get a little smaller as it gets closer to the ground. So I'm using my framer square to give me a 10-degree angle. Then I grab my track saw track to make a nice straight line. So that's the detail of what it looks like on the side. So now I just got to make the cuts on the miter saw. Then I set my miter saw at 10 degrees. I stacked them in pairs and made the cuts. Next up, your favorite part and mine, the sanding. So I busted that out real quick. Then I made one 10-degree cut on the front piece of wood that'll match the box angle there, like you see here. So it fits together, and then that 10-degree cut on the top where my thumb is allows that to be nice and smooth. Next up, I'm assembling these bad boys. So I'm using wood glue and then my cordless nailer to get them all fastened together. You can see my son popping in and out of the camera. It's so much fun having him around during my projects. Back at the mailbox, I unscrewed the top plate, which I was planning on doing anyways because the screws and nails were pretty bad, so I want to remount that so it'll be nice and stable. Then I slid one box all the way down to make sure it was right, and boom, fits perfectly. Then I reattached the top plate with better deck screws. Next, I did my fine-tune adjusting to get the right space between each box. Once I got it all set and leveled up, I used my nail gun just to nail them into place. Another simple upgrade I did was ordering a mailbox latch set, and it goes in those 2 holes that you see right there above, which for, I'm sure, years those holes were exposed, and so now this covers them up. And then I took out the old handle and I replaced them with those other 2 holes on the kind of lid latch there, and this set goes in perfectly. So this was $7 on Amazon, and this thing makes a ton of difference. It now keeps the water out and it allows the latch to stay closed. Awesome. A few days later, my numbers came in the mail, so I'm screwing in the little tap screws here that go into pre-drilled holes. So these are just gonna fit in nice and snug. Each number comes with a paper template, so I taped it onto the side there, and I'm drilling little pilot holes to start the hole where I need it to go. The painter's tape did not do the greatest job, so keep that in mind. After I got my pilot holes done, I took the templates off, and then I drilled holes all the way through. For the ones on the post, I just drilled them enough to fit the number pin there. Now the moment of truth. I'm always so nervous about this part, and I just pop them in and hopefully they stick nice and snug. That's how you want them. You want them to go in easy but also be a little snug so it holds that number in place. And then thankfully I was able to achieve kind of a floating number look without needing to press them all the way flush. You could obviously go all the way flush if you wanted to. Well, hey, there it is, my new modern mailbox makeover. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.